This is Zach Coleman from the Personal Trainers Business Incubator, and this video is for my young fitness coaches who are starting off at the age of 19 to 23. I want to paint a very clear reality of what business is going to be like when you're starting business off at a very young age, especially when you are the face of your business. This is coming from personal experience from myself starting my business at 18 years old, and then also from mentoring other coaches as well that are starting their business off at 18 years old. The thing is, when you're starting your business off really young as a fitness coach, it is going to be a little bit harder to make money because the people who you are surrounded by typically aren't on the same wavelength in sense of priorities. From personal experience, starting my business off at 18, a lot of the lead pool that I had surrounded by me was friends that I had from school, friends that I had from college, and also coworkers. Though I was very passionate about fitness, I did sign clients, but it wasn't to the point to where I was making $10,000 to $15,000 per month in my first 30 days. It was really a grind to get clients and to convince them to work with me, simply because the priorities of that lead pool simply weren't on the same page of prioritizing fitness. A lot of my 18-year-old classmates, they just didn't have the money to invest in themselves, and they also just didn't want to invest in themselves yet in general. They were too concerned about partying, about what other people were doing, and going to the gym just wasn't a priority for them. And so it was a little bit of a struggle to get my business started, but it was also the best decision possible because by the time I was 24, 25, 26, all of those people who I had grown up with knew that I was a phenomenal fitness coach at that point and knew I was going to be the person that they went with because they had watched me put in so much work for so long. What I typically say is that when you're in the ages of 19 to 22, you're early to the party. It's like showing up to a party that starts at 10 p.m. and you show up at 7 p.m. and you're like, where is everybody? Like, it's kind of like an empty room. That's what it's kind of like starting a business when you are at a younger age. But there's also so many benefits to this. Because you're early to the party, you're able to set so many foundations so that way when people do start showing up, when they start getting to the age where they're prioritizing themselves and prioritizing their health, you're already in such a dominant position to be able to help them, and you can capitalize on those people. When I was about 23 to 24, my business literally went from $2,000 to $3,000 per month up to $10K per month, literally with the span of 40 days. Because one, I got mentorship, and then two, a lot of the people that I was surrounded by that had been following me for so long finally hit that point to where they're like, you know what, I'm actually ready to invest in myself and I have the means and resources to do so. So I want to paint a very clear reality that when you're starting your business off at a young age, it is a great idea because you're setting the foundations to be successful later in your 20s. People might think, oh, it's a waste of time, I'm not going to make any money. No, you will absolutely make money, but the goal shouldn't be to make money right away. When you're young, the goal should be to learn as much as possible about the business so that way you can capitalize on it later in life when people start to catch up to you. So just remember that you are early to the party. If you are getting started at a young age, you have to be patient with your success and you have to stop comparing yourself to coaches who are making a ton of money that are later on in life. So when you're 19 to 22, just keep reminding yourself, I'm early to the party, but what this means is that I'm learning and I'm setting myself up for the rest of my life. I found that this mindset has helped a lot of our early fitness coaches because they just remind themselves that by the time they hit 22, by the time they hit 23, by the time they hit 24, they are going to be incredibly successful because they were so ahead of their peers and so ahead of the game that while a lot of the peers are now trying to figure out what to do with their lives, they have a successful business and they're ready to take their business to 6 to 7 figures online. I just think that's really cool. And I also just wanted to, paint the reality of what it might be like. When you're getting started, your priority should be to learn. Learn how to generate leads, learn how to market yourself, learn how to set up your business, learn how to close clients. The success will come. You're just early to the party.